What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, why did I say that? Should I start this over? No, I'm not. How's everybody doing today? Okay, we're going to talk about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Orlando, Florida at Walt Disney World, opening to a 5-hour line. This must be the biggest hit of all time, except that's what we heard on opening day in Anaheim, right? And then turned into a ghost town. But this is a different situation, a little bit different situation. We're going to talk about that. As you know, we have covered the situation in Anaheim with the underperforming crowds and Disney being disappointed. They've tried to spin it every way they can. They've brought Matt Damon out there and other celebrities to take pictures and look like they're having a great time with their family. And it just hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Now, Walt Disney World, which if you don't know this, Walt Disney World is significantly bigger than Disneyland, and when I say significantly, that doesn't even do it justice. Walt Disney World is like twice the size of Manhattan. Disneyland is your standard theme park with the area that they have. Walt Disney World is an entirely different city in itself. It is incredible how much property and how much there is to do there. It is completely overwhelming. And it's a different crowd. Whereas in Anaheim, you're dealing with a lot of local annual pass holders. That's not to say you don't have tourism, because you do, but it's definitely not on the scale that you're dealing with in Orlando. Walt Disney World is like the most visited place on the planet, all right? And they deal with a lot of international tourism, a lot. And a lot of these people are only going to come once a year, or once every 5 years, or once in a lifetime. So when they're there, they are going to maximize every moment of their trip, and especially if there's a big opening or there's a new land, they are going to spend a significant amount of time in these lands to experience it, because this might be the only time that they have ever made it there or ever going to make it there. So they're going to make the most of it. And you just have an enormous amount of people on a daily basis on this property. You have 4 theme parks, you have 2 water parks, you have the Wide World of Sports, you have Downtown Disney, you've got 30-something resort hotels, and they're not just hotels. I mean, it's actually like a place you would go to visit and experience. There is so much to do there. But when you're there, you want to soak up every bit of the theme park atmosphere, and that is what's going on. Now, let's talk about this a little more, and then we will get further into it. Walt Disney World's $1 billion attraction, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, opened early Thursday to capacity crowds and lines as long as 5 hours. A much busier debut compared to the California version of the land in the spring. It's not necessarily true. I mean, it's a bigger crowd, but the reports were it was at capacity that first day. We remember that. In Orlando, some Star Wars fans were on hand as early as 3:30 a.m. to be among the first to see Disney's $1 billion investment. Thousands were let into the land around 4:45 a.m., more than an hour earlier than original 6 a.m. scheduled opening of Hollywood Studios, where the new attraction is located. And there you see the massive crowds. I would not have been there. But again, some of these people can only make it down there once every year or 5 years, and maybe once ever. So I get it. So we're talking, there's just people saying they haven't slept in 24 hours. There's another couple that got engaged in front of the Millennium Falcon. Congratulations to that couple. They talked to Len Testa. Now, Len Testa is he is the man that knows everything when it comes to crowd levels at Walt Disney World, at Disneyland, at Universal. If you're a theme park goer within the United States, you want to be visiting the touring plans. And I don't know Len Testa or anything like that, but I know that I've been listening to Len Testa for a long time as a theme park fan, and this guy knows his stuff. So they're talking to Len Testa here. About 6 a.m., the line for the ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run stretched outside of Galaxy's Edge all the way to the Chinese Theater by the stairs leading to Toy Story Land, said Len Testa. Cast members were fantastic. Everyone was telling you where to line up. No one was grumpy, said Testa, who runs Touring Plans, a guide for Disney vacations. The guests weren't grumpy because of that. It was a different world than Disneyland, which required advanced reservations, Testa said. He just walked straight in on opening day. In Orlando, and this is where we start getting into things. In Orlando, some waited 5 hours to ride the Millennium Falcon, although the line wait time fell to 2.5 hours by lunch, and it was only 75 minutes by early evening. Throughout the rest of the land, the main walkways were open, although lines formed to buy a $6 Coca-Cola shaped in a thermal detonator that's been banned by TSA, funny enough. And so we're just going to continue talking about, there's fans, there's a girl dressed up like BB-8, very cute. It's talking about a lot of the things. There's some woman here who was really upset because, I don't know, she was upset about something. When you have that many people, there's going to be people that are going to be upset. That's fine. But ultimately, I'm trying to find it. So in closing, it just says, does the opening mean Galaxy's Edge was a success? It'll be interesting to see what it is tomorrow, Testa said of the crowds. Because Lynn Testa understands that just because you have this incredible opening day, this always happens at Walt Disney World. This always happens at big attractions like this. Time is going to tell if Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World is going to truly be a success. Now, the media is definitely going to spin this 5-hour wait time to their advantage. But again, the crucial thing to remember here is this one right here. In Orlando, some waited 5 hours to ride the Millennium Falcon, although the wait line fell down to 2.5 hours by lunch, and it was only 75 minutes by early evening. Now, if you go to Pandora, the Land of Avatar, at Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World, they have something called the Flight of Passage, which to me is probably the single best attraction I have ever experienced at a theme park. It is incredible. And that attraction, again, I haven't been in months, but that attraction, as soon as the park opens in the morning, it's usually already an hour and a half before the first hour in the park is people are open. And this attraction's been open for a while now. And people are still clamoring to it because it's an incredible, the entire land is incredible, and the actual attraction is incredible. I'm just telling you right now, as a theme park fan, as a big-time theme park fan, annual pass holder at Walt Disney World, I'm telling you right now, Galaxy's Edge is trash. It really is. You're telling me you put $1 billion into something that doesn't even look or feel like Star Wars? It's not good. People are clearly interested. People are clearly wanting to see what it's about. But with the wait times going from 5 hours all the way down to 75 minutes in the first day, that tells me that the same effect is happening at Walt Disney World that happened at Disneyland. People are going, people are seeing it, and people are going, okay, that's cool. Can we go back to Pandora? Can we go back to Toy Story Land? Can we go back to the Magic Kingdom? Can we go back to Epcot? Because this is not good. And I think that's what people are doing. I mean, I don't have any proof of that other than the wait time dropping from 5 hours to 75 minutes. That is crazy. When the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train opened up, the Mine Train's not that great. It's okay. It's not a bad ride. It's cool. I've ridden it a few times. I had to stand in line 2.5 hours for that thing, and that was months after it opened for the first time I rode it. So again, 5 hours all the way down to 75 minutes in the first day. That tells me people are really checking out already of Galaxy's Edge. Maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. It'll be interesting to see how Lynn Testa follows this situation because, again, he knows all when it comes to this stuff. But right now, it's not looking good. I know they're going to spin this with this 5-hour wait line and the crowds, and they're going to take all these pictures that we have of people just, herding in there like cattle, and they're going to make it a big deal. But that one part sticks out like a sore thumb, and I don't think they're going to focus on that. So we'll see how it goes, but in my opinion, it ain't looking good. We will find out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.